Oh, hi guys. All right, this is of course Jay Lynn's, and welcome to the Chill and Crochet live stream number 4. So yesterday, at the end of my live stream, I noticed a little boo boo that I did in my work, and come to find out that I was doing it wrong. So the project that I'm doing is not technically written out. So I had to basically do it on my own. So I'm used to written patterns, written instructions telling me exactly what to do, and of course this one doesn't. Um, So yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to do another live stream until I finished it. Well, reworked on the rows that I had to frog. Excuse me, I just got done eating, and but this is addicting to me, so I've decided to just go ahead and do another live stream, and we're just going to go from there. Um, if you're new to the live streams, I'd like to welcome you. Um, right now I don't have that many subscribers to that'll jump on when when I first go live. I know of my best friend who can't watch a live stream when it goes live, so she waits until after it's done and then she'll watch it. But I know her internet is very very wonky, so it's like she has a lot to catch up on, but so it's fine. So that was something else I wanted to get into before I actually started. I can't remember. I had it all planned out in my head, and it didn't work. I mean, it just left. Um, so I don't know how long this live stream is going to be because I know what I want to say. So what I had to do after I got done with the live stream was I frogged. If you're not familiar with crocheting, frog basically means to undo the rows or rounds that you've already worked. Sometimes the whole entire project. The reason why it's called frog is because because you rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it, and it sounds like ribbit if you say it fast enough. So ribbit frog. Anyway, so um, on the last live stream, I was working on row 6, and I had to frog all the way down to row 3, I believe. Okay, something is caught. Sorry, my work is behind my computer, so and it's caught on something. Oh, yeah, I see now. So, so I had two. That is 3 rows. Yep. So I just finished row 3. So the problem happened when I did the chain 1, and I told you guys that the chain 1 counts as a stitch. So I'm thinking what I actually need to do, sorry, is either I do the chain 1 and it does not count as a stitch, or I do the chain 1 and I skip like the first stitch. I'm going to see how that looks. And it's probably like it's one of the main reasons why I decided to do another live stream. So you guys can see that. But otherwise, it wasn't supposed to be another live stream until I finished everything. But I'm sitting there preparing, and I don't have any music today. Trying to think, what should I do for music? Give me a moment, because like I said, I don't prepare much when I do these live streams. I don't really prepare like overall. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, I didn't just eat. Like it's weird. I finished eating like an hour ago, and now it's like now it's affecting me. All right, so I gotta get the pattern up just in case. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to take these off because you guys can see the glare through my glasses. And yeah, this makes me blind, so I have to be all like this. All right, so let's see what else I wanted to tell you guys. I think that's about it. But again, we got to figure out some music. And first things first. I got to get this chart up. Let's make it a bit smaller. Slow down. I think yeah. So we are actually on row 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we're starting on row 4. So that means row 4 and 5 we can just do uh mindlessly, and then that'll be it. Then row 6 is when we'll do those color changes that we did last time. So I also have to readjust my chart because for some reason it's uneven, and that kind of bothers me. Like the wording is uneven. But again, let's get to first off. Let me check my Discord because I muted it. Well, I muted some of my servers. Some, well, not my servers. Some servers. And talking to my friend. Just letting her know that I'm going live. You'll probably hear it go off. All right, so I was thinking that I should open up my Spotify, but I don't know how it's going to sound. So I will probably do what I did yesterday and open up my iTunes. Whew, excuse me. So I checked my other live streams. Oh, Sable. So yeah, so I checked my other live streams, and only one got copyright hits. So that's it's pretty impressive, honestly. All right, so hmm. So let's see what we done. We've done jazz. We've done 2 soundtrack playlists. So what should we do now? I guess we can do another one. Let's see how long it is. Okay, yeah, we can do this one. All right. I think, or I can just go back and we can just do. Yeah, let's just do some. No. Let's do a soundtrack. I don't know why I'm tripping. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to give you guys information and just get to crocheting here. Actually, I'll be right back. So let me pause things. Well, mute things, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right. Ooh. Whew. Okay. My chair. All right. So I'm back. All right. Oh, I know. I remember what I wanted to tell you guys. All right. So I am not a professional in anything. So, um, honestly, it's no excuse, but it's one of the causes of the mistake that I caught yesterday because I'm not a professional. I've only been crocheting on and off for so many years, and I think I told you guys that story in one of the other live streams. But I want to say like I honestly started maybe 2003. I started, and some people might view that as being a professional, but like I said, it was on and off. I had other um, I had other hobbies that I was interested in, and particularly writing, and so that's what occupied my time for the most part. And then for some reason, I picked it back up, crocheting. That is, actually, I had started. Um, I started to do cross stitch, and then I picked. Why is this tangled? Then I picked up crocheting again. So, so yeah, but I can't remember like the actual reason why I went back to crocheting. But even now, it's like it is. Let me push this back. it's it's still kind of on and off, So like a lot of my time is like occupied and busy. So I don't know why I'm doing this. All right, so like I said, I had to frog it all the way down to actually all the way down to row two. Um, so now I did row three and I had to count it, and it is 151. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I do a chain one, which I just did, and I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna see how it would look. I do a few rows of I'm sorry, a few stitches. Seeing if I skip the first stitch and go to the next to see how that looks, or okay. Um, I don't know. It looks okay. No, no, you can tell that was me skipping a row. I'm skipping a stitch. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna chain one. We're gonna turn or turn and chain one, whichever one you want to do. Let's see if that makes a difference. Actually, shoot. All right. So I'm turning chain one. Then I'm gonna work in the first chain. All right, and let's see. Let me work in the first stitch. Let's see how that worked. How that looks. Um, yeah, it's better. Okay, so I'm gonna say that the hold on. Wait, what is she saying? Is this true? I just got a message from my aunt. All right, hold on, guys. I gotta hear this.
Workplace you live in, Maryland, Mark 14. Next we have Catonsville. Look, Catonsville just wannabe Columbia. It's got UMBC and it's close to the city. It's horrible. If you live there, you're gonna die. Next next we have Salisbury. It's so bad there they built a highway to go around the city, so you don't have to go there. If you go there, you're gonna die.
Oh,
Next we have Lexington Park. I couldn't even find a good picture. What do you have in Lexington Park? You have a naval air base and car dealership. So the car dealership, I don't want to go there.
huh? Yeah. Okay, sorry. So my aunt just gave me a message, and she showed me this. It's a TikTok. I don't know if you guys heard it. Uh, she just asked me, "Is this?" Well, no, she just showed it to me, and it said the worst places to live in Maryland, and one of the cities is that he mentioned. I don't know if you heard him. One of the cities mentioned was the city that I live in, and so it's. I'm going to say that it is very true. Oh my gosh. I'm just telling he's not lying. All right. So anyway, let's go back to the music that you're listening to. It is another soundtrack that I made for one of my stories. It's one of my bigger ones. It's called Forbidden Desire, and just by the name of it, you could probably tell what it's about. So, so yeah. The first song was, and again, like I said, the songs tell a story, but it's only in my head. But some of you actually, if you go to read and then you go back and listen to the music or listen to music while you're reading or whatever, it'll make sense. It's like, oh, okay, hopefully. But so yeah, that is so funny. I'm still thinking about that TikTok. That's funny. Um, which I am um actually kind of new to as far as TikTok. Like I know that my closest friends and my sister in law they stay on it. Sorry. All right. So anyway, all right. So like I said, I'm a bit worried about like it's a little bit crooked, but not all that much. It's funny. It's like when you look at it it's there, it doesn't look crooked, but I'm looking at it and it looks crooked to me. But I don't know. I could be wrong. So all right. So once again, we're working on row 4. So the one thing I like about the solid colors is that I don't have to like truly pay attention because it's just this. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I think what I said is we're going to do a chain one still so it can be like it gives it that evenness at the edges, but we're not going to work in the chain one. So the chain one is not going to be counted as a stitch because doing so is going to add stitches for some reason. Like the only other way we can get around that, and I'm thinking if I do a chain two, then it'll count as the chain one and the single stitch. Excuse me. So we'll see. So yeah. So anyway, so the music is going to be a little bit mixed. Um, this story is still ongoing, but I think I mentioned yesterday that I changed my writing style from the time that I started writing Forbidden Desire and my light series books. And so if I was to try to go back into them now, it just wouldn't feel right, you know. So people are talking to me. So yeah, somebody's followed me on TikTok. I don't know who that is, but okay. Thanks for the follow. User bunch of numbers. I'm pretty sure they just now set up TikTok, and I'm gonna figure out who they are once they change their name and all that. But yeah, I'm new to TikTok. I only got like I only did like one video, and that was when we went to Atlantic City for my husband's 40th birthday, which I had an amazing time. We stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Very expensive, of course, but it was kind of worth it, you know. Um, my only problem was that I don't know. It's like almost every hotel that I've been to, they always have that hard water, and it dries your skin out so badly. And that was like, it was that, and their towels were not as soft as I would want them to be. Actually, they weren't soft at all. I'm just gonna stop sugarcoating it. It was like almost like sandpaper. But the pillows were really nice. I love the pillows. The bed was nice. Our view, it wasn't like glamorous, but at the same time, we had a view of there's an amusement park like right there. Because Hard Rock Hotel has like it's so big that it has several entrance and exits. So, and I had no idea because we went through like the main entrance, which the main entrance is you'll see the guitar. So that's you know, so that was like the main entrance, and at first that was the only entrance that we knew about. But they have like the main entrance, and then in the back they have entrances and exits, but it's on the boardwalk. So, and the boardwalk, I think they said it was like 6 or 6.5 miles long. We only did like a mile of it. So I do want to go back and venture up and down the entire boardwalk. But yeah, so they have like a lot of entrances and exits, and at one of them is right across from the amusement park. So our view from our hotel room and my mom and stepdad's hotel room was of the ocean, and from theirs you can see like the Ferris wheel and most of the amusement park, which was pretty cool. It was pretty nice, you know. Um, it's not like a Hawaiian beach type of view, you know what I'm saying? But it was a pretty good view from our room. But I was under the impression that that was all we was going to be able to see from our window because we got the ocean view rooms, you know. So yeah. So and just like that, I forgot why I even mentioned Atlantic City and why we were there. I don't know. I get sidetracked by my own thoughts. It's weird. But I do hope to do it again. Go back to Atlantic City. Um, cause like going there, like going towards like the basically the casino strips. It was like we went there. It was at night, so I'm pretty sure like if we would have went there during the day, or while it was like daylight out, it would have been like a better view. But it was still like, it was a pretty good view. I don't know if it's like Vegas because I've never been to Vegas, and I know a lot of people who have is they swear by it, but I've never been. My husband's been once, and that was supposed to have been the trip for his 40th, was to go to Vegas because he plays poker, and his one of his dreams is to always to be um go to the WSOP, which is the World Series of Poker. It's the biggest one, the most well known one, pre-pandemic, and he always wanted to play in the WSOP. And the goal was he was going to do it on his 40th, but then things happen. Um, and we had to make a compromise. So initially we were supposed to went to Miami, and I am glad that we did not. You know, it's just simply because of how things are now in Florida and stuff. So, as it was supposed to be us. Why is that all the way over there? Oh, that's why. Okay. Um, yeah, it's supposed to be me, my husband, my sister-in-law's sister, or my other sister-in-law, and her best friend. And then my mom was like, she wanted to go. So we started looking into prices because if she goes, my stepdad wants to go. And I don't know, it's like I couldn't find anything that I wanted to be around, because the point of it all was I didn't want to drive around so much. But at the same time, I didn't want to utilize Uber a lot. You know what I'm saying? So then we changed our mind about the trip altogether. And then I was like, well, let's go somewhere. And I suggested Atlantic City, and husband's eyes just lit up. So he was like, yep, we're doing this. Okay. So I'm at the end, and the problem is it's going to have that dent if I don't work in there. But if I work in there, that is going to give me an extra stitch. So maybe. All right, so maybe if I skip the actual stitch and then work into it, it'll even it out. And it kind of did. All right, so row 4 is done. And as you saw, it didn't take me long to do row 4. And it's only because I didn't have to change. Um, I didn't have to switch colors. So, glasses off time. It means I'm switching over. And now we're on row 5. So it didn't take long. All right, so I'm going to chain 1. Yeah, okay. So that worked out. Both animals are inside. It's getting gloomy out again. We're supposed to have rain like the whole week. I'm thinking it's because there's a hurricane out there in the Atlantic. I'm gonna have to look that up. Don't quote me on that. Um, if you didn't know, I stay on the East Coast. I stay in Maryland. I'm not from Maryland, regardless of what people want to believe. I was born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. And a lot of people will disagree that I was raised in Tennessee because we ended up leaving when I was 16. I was about to be 16. Like we left June of 93. And like a week later after we moved, I turned 16. I think. Yeah. So I hated it. We moved to North Carolina. I hated it, but only because um, I had to leave like the little amount of friends that I had. I had to leave them. I had all these plans on pretty much staying in Memphis. I was going to go to, well, back then it was called Memphis State. That was my dream. My dream was to go to Memphis State. And I actually got the scholarship to go when I was in the sixth grade. So the only thing I had to do was like maintain shoot, I think a 3.0 GPA. I had to do like some volunteer work and there was something else. And I had done everything except for the volunteer work. And my plan was I was going to do that my senior year. And the scholarship was mine. Um, so, like I said, the plan was to never leave Memphis, go to Memphis State. Now it's University of Memphis, and and take it from there. But no, we moved to North Carolina and in the '93, and it made me so mad because I'm a sportsaholic. I've loved sports since I was like 4 years old, and my dad will tell you like he told me that I used to be an NC State fan because I think that year, well, when I was like 4, that I think they won the national championship that year. I think it was. Shoot, we've actually been moving through this. Yeah. So, but yeah, I've always been a sportsaholic, and 93 was the year that Michigan lost to um, sorry, to North Carolina. Now, I was also a Duke men's basketball fan, so of course I hated North Carolina. I hated Tar Heels, still do. And and for us to move to North Carolina, I was just so heartbroken, and especially I honestly don't know if they make them anymore because I don't see them around here. I think it's just like a southern thing, even though I never considered North Carolina southern, and even though it's like right across from Tennessee, but I never considered them like southern. They were just too. I don't know. They didn't move like how the mid South and the dirty South move. So and that probably was because of my hatred of being there that made me biased. But so we get there, and of course, North Carolina won the championship, and all of their new grape sodas, the canned sodas, were had the North Carolina logo and stuff, and they had their schedule, and I love New Grape. I still do. I haven't had it in so long though, so I'm thinking like New Grape is just like a Southern thing because I haven't seen it. Um, shit, I haven't seen it in a while, honestly. But I haven't seen it here in Maryland. I'll put it that way. But it just made me so upset because everybody was like, "Well, you need to save that." I'm like, I'm not a Tar Heel fan. So, but every time I drank a New Grape soda, I had to look at that dang on logo and the roster and oh my gosh, So it was horrible. And we moved to a military town. We moved to it's Jacksonville, North Carolina. And Jacksonville is home of Camp Lejeune. It is like one of the biggest Marine Corps bases on the East Coast. So of course, it's like Jacksonville itself was like a really small town. Majority of the people that you saw were more than likely Marine. So it's like hundreds of thousands of Marines that are stationed there. That's how big the base is, and that's just the main base. So back then, because I haven't been in North Carolina in so long, like I said, Camp Lejeune is the main base. Then they had Camp Johnson, Camp Geiger, and New River Air Station. So I know that Camp Geiger was more for school, and Camp Johnson was kind of more for school as well. But New River Air Base was it was where avionics basically, for most part, was at the of course because it's an air station. So let's see what's going on. I don't know what that is. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So because going back to the reason why I started on North Carolina. Because I moved away from Memphis when I was basically 16. A lot of people will say that I am not from Memphis or I was not raised in Memphis. And I'm like, I'm 2 years away from graduating high school. I was raised in Memphis, and Memphis is always going to be my home. Most of my majority of my family is there, you know. So um yeah, so that's where I'm from. Um but then we moved to North Carolina in '93. I want to say I stayed in North Carolina. I don't do math that well. I can just tell you the years. Like, um, got married in '03. Then we moved in '05. At the end of '05. So we moved here. I've been here in Maryland since the end of 2005, the very end of 2005. So, and there's quite a few people that were like, "You're from Maryland." Like, no, I'm not. Like, and no offense to people who like being here, but I really don't. There was, oh, I know what it was. Um, so yeah, um, I'm not a huge fan of living in Maryland, and I know some people are like, "Why don't you just move?" And it's like, I don't know why people think it's so easy to move. Just up and just no plans. And just move. Like everything is free to do. Like that's not the case. Everything is not free to do. That's why you have a lot of people who are just stuck because they that's all they know. That's all they want to know. That's all they can afford. Let's trust and believe. If it was as easy as you guys say, like just up and move, I wouldn't have stayed here as long as I have. But I have to think. My husband is the one that works, and I go where he goes. He has been looking for better paying jobs, but has not had any success. He makes good money where he's at now, but with how the world is now, um, it's just I don't know. He feels that he can do and find better. You know, there was a point where we thought we were going to be moving to California, and I was all about it. I've been to California once, um, and that was that relationship was kind of a disaster relationship. If I have to be truthful, now that I'm older, but it was my first fiance. He got stationed in California. Cause like I said, I stayed in North Carolina, and that's where the Marines were. So of course, like the majority of guys that I dated were Marines. All right. So we're at the end. Oh yeah, of course I said I was going to skip the stitch and try to work in the other to make it even looking. It's easier said than done. All right, there we go. All right, so what I'm doing is I am skipping a stitch, and I am working into the chain one. So it's kind of like, because I need that, I need that to be even, So if I don't, which I kind of didn't skip a stitch on this one, but are we done with five? Yeah, one, two, three, four, five. All right. I wasn't expecting to be done with row five this quick, or actually get to row six this quickly. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna take a small break from doing this, and I realized last night like I need to do bobbles for these color changes. So this is what we're gonna do. My nose has been itching because my allergies and my sinuses have been acting up, and I think my nose is dry anyway, like on the surface, not inside. So I haven't been digging up my nose. I just been doing this on top. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm not gonna crochet. I'm gonna start doing my bobbles, and I think I'm gonna do a bobble for each letter. First, I gotta get my scissors. All right. I gotta find the beginning. So this is how much I had to frog or undo. Here it is. All right. Yesterday. So I used like this much for all of the lettering, like the bottom of the lettering. So what I'm gonna do is for each letter, I'm gonna have like this much, or at least like this. So this is the first one. And the one thing about me is I'm hesitant because I hate cutting yarn. It's like I know that I can work it in, but I just that kills me. It does, and I just that's the only way I can explain it is that it just kills me. All right, so I'm going to unravel, and then I'm going to measure this out. Oh my God, I have to count the letters. So that's 10. 19. I got to do it. What? You want to be on the live? Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Hi, honey. I don't know if you heard him. Ah, come here. Uh-oh. Whoop. You say hi. Yeah. This is LeBron. Yeah. He hates being held. So that's why he's like, nope. Get me down. I just wanted to bother you. That's LeBron. I don't know what type of cat he is, honestly. All right. So he's crying. So let me take him outside. Come on. Oh, no, we're not going that way. Come on, this way. It's starting to rain, buddy. You want to go? You're going to be out there too long. All right. So, Yep. So you guys got to see LeBron, just a glimpse of him because he don't like really being held that much. So, but he does love to cry. He loves to cry to go outside. So he's like an inside outside kitty. And I call him kitty even though he is two, I believe. I just don't know exactly what type of cat he is, if I'm being honest. All right. All right, so I gotta do this 19 times. But yeah, I hate cutting yarn. It's like I can't explain it. It's like a commitment type of thing. Like once you cut it, like it's almost like, hey, that's it, you know? Because I have this one project that I'm doing, and I have no idea who it's going to go to, you know. But it's and again, I have problems pronouncing words, so I think it's intralat. It's intralat crocheting, and if my sister-in-law hadn't cleaned up, it would have been like right behind me, and I could show you guys like really easy. But oh, this one's kind of shorter. I don't know what happened. Oh, oh gosh. Hopefully, but yeah, that's like one of the reasons why I don't do like a lot of projects like the intralot because I had you got to cut the yarn and change color like ever so often. All right, so we're at what's this 4? I'll deal with that. This is 5. Let's say we got to do 19 of these. Why is this one coming up so short? All right. I know this is going to take like almost the rest of the stream. That's honestly that's if I even want to stop it at an hour. We might not for this one because what I really want to at least finish the first row. I mean, not the first row, but the row number 6 before I stop. And me doing this, like I said, I should have prepared beforehand, but at the same time, it was a big debate on whether or not I was going to even go live. All right, so I do have one that's way longer, but we're going to be fine with that. So it doesn't have to be exact, but it's almost like I keep pulling them myself and make them uneven. All right, I think that's the problem. Yeah, I've been pulling it myself. Gosh, my nose is itching so bad. All right. 6. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start my bobbles. I said, don't like don't follow mine. Oh, okay, that was it. And that's a bobble. So hopefully these will be enough to complete the actual lettering of the entire thing. I doubt it. But we can only hope, right? Yep. All right. So, and the thing that I'm doing is I'm just making little, honestly, just little balls. Honestly, in preparation for row six. Um. So I want to. I'm just gonna do it like this. It's easier to do it like that, kind of. So I guess I need to talk about this soundtrack and the story. So the story is, um, it is a fan fiction story. It's actually a alternate reality, kind of, for Speed of Light, but it doesn't concentrate on um the superheroism of the story. So this story, well, I guess I have to kind of backtrack. So in Speed of Light, um, Tabitha, my MC, my main character, she actually befriends a woman who, when I started writing it, I did put myself in it. So, yeah, I did put myself in the story. Not gonna lie, and but I had such a minor part, you know. I don't know. It's just I couldn't, I could have named the character anything else, but at the same time, like when I started writing it, I had no intentions on posting it like anywhere. It was just a story for me, But so it's basically me. I become Tabitha's best friend, and um, but in the light series, I don't play that big of a part until like towards the end, you know. So for some reason, I decided to do like a kind of a spinoff, I guess you want to call it, but not. It was like an alternate reality type of thing. So it's like a lot of the stuff that happened in the light series happens in this book, Forbidden Desire, but they're not too important. The most important thing is um, my character has an affair with Tabitha's boyfriend, and that's hence the Forbidden Desire. So there's that, and so this right here, the all the Latino, um, all the yeah, the Latino music is part of an actual dance session between my character and Wally West. And in that story, Wally West is not part of Young Justice. If some of you are more familiar with him being Young Justice, he is actually the characters that I did are actually came from Justice League Unlimited. And in Justice League Unlimited, those characters, well, Justice League Unlimited. I'm sorry, Wally West is a founding member of the Justice League. Um, which is funny because there's like no mention of Barry Allen. I don't believe. I'm trying to straighten this out because of course, I goof. And it's a little bit. There's some that are longer than others. So, so that's four. So, so yeah. So that's the point of Forbidden Desire. It focuses on a love affair between my character and Tabitha's boyfriend. Oh, scissors. Oh gosh. Ah, I can't get to him. All right. So, so kind of like how this song, like I said, all the songs they tell a story, they tell a scene in the story. So, all right. So we are on our 12th bobbin. Two, four, six. Oh my goodness. Seven more to go. Oh my gosh. All right. Hear my stepdad. He's about to come up here and make noise. So much. So much. I think my best friend would be proud of me because I've actually made bobbins for once. There we go. It took me a while to kind of come up with this soundtrack, but then again, not really because I don't know. Not to say that I have like an ear for music, but I kind of do. Um, and it all stems from me just loving music, you know. And I have yarn vomit. How? Oh my gosh. Everything was straight, literally, a few seconds ago, and now yarn vomit. So, but I do remember me having um, a harder time coming up with the music for this story, especially the further that I got into it. So, okay, so starting here and going where we at? One, two, three, four. The next four songs are for my character's birthday celebration. She's deciding, well, her friends throw her a birthday party out on the town, and this is in the club, and this is like some of the music that they played for her. So yeah, like I can't talk too much about Forbidden Desire because there's a lot of spoilers. If I tell you about it. Now I'm just cheating. Now I'm just rolling it up like this instead of the way it's supposed to be. All right. So I said 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. it up higher. So basically, yeah, this is in the club, basically. Um, I don't know if any of you be interested in reading it, even though it's not finished. But you guys are more than welcome to read any of my stories on the sites that they're on. Come on. Those scissors are not too good for for fabric. 'All right, hold on. I was at 12, right? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18. And so this is the last one. Then we're going to make bobbles, and then we're going to continue on. So this might be a 2-hour stream. All right. So, and like I said, I'm probably doing them wrong, but hey, at least I'm making them, right? So give me some type of credit because at least I'm making them. Make my life a little bit easier, hopefully, while doing this. So, like I said earlier in my last stream, I love all types of music, as you can hear from this soundtrack, because it's like all over the place. And this is like most of basically this is how my songs are that I listen to in the car. I put it on shuffle and I let it do its thing, basically. So you'll hear this, you'll hear reggae, you'll hear EDM, you'll hear some just a tad bit of rap, you'll hear some you actually hear some anime, you'll hear some anime music. I call it anime music because that's where they come from. They're songs from anime that I have watched and love. Like you hear like some stuff, like you hear stuff from Bleach. You hear some Inuyasha, Full Metal Alchemist. I think that's about it, honestly. I used to play this game called Dance Dance Revolution, and you'll hear some songs that were featured on that game. And then if you go onto my playlist I have on my iTunes, you'll actually hear like wrestling theme music. You hear some old school stuff because my dad used to be a 70s DJ, so I kind of grew up on old school stuff from the 70s. I'm more, I don't know, it's like part of me is more comfortable listening to that than anything, you know. You'll hear a bit of rock, you'll hear a bit of country. Yeah, you hear all that stuff. So I have not been listening to country as much as I used to. So I gotta get back into country. I know it kind of makes people like surprised that I would listen to country, but yeah, I do. I give all types of music a chance, you know. All right, it's the last one. Holy crap! I told you guys it's going to take me like 20 minutes to do all this stuff, and I do apologize. This is why I try to talk, so we'll have something. So, you know what I'm saying? So you can have something to listen to instead of just watching me do this in silence, which would be awkward, right? All right, so I got my bobbles. Oh, all right, let me count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Uh-oh. Am I really missing one? All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Are you kidding me? Ah, haha. 19. All right. So let me double make sure. I need pen and paper. That's what I need. I had it. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, I got my paper. Where's my pen? All right, excuse me for a minute. Trying to look for my. Ah, here it is. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yep. All right, 19. All right, so now what I'm going to do, oh my goodness, is take my glasses off because I'm going back to the graph. So, oh, come on, please. What happened? Hello? There we go. All right, so I'm trying to figure out exactly the reasoning why it is not evened out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 on one side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So then it's 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's 27 on one side, and then that's 4, 6, 8, that's 11, 21, 23, 24. It's 28 on the other side. All right, so I just got to move it over one. So to be totally even, which I just don't understand why I didn't have it even in the first place. All right. It kind of sucks to do this because I remember putting in so much work on this. Like, I actually got 10, 20. Uh, hold on. Oh, you know what? It is even. It is even. My bad. It is even. All right, so we don't have to do anything. That's great. Baby girl, what's your name? All right, so we don't have to. So anyway, so you finished on 5, so now we're on 6, and so the way it's going is one goes from right to left. So all the odd numbers are going like this way, and even is going that way. So once again, we're going to do 10, 20, 21, 22. Wait, oh shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 20, 28. That's 28. Okay, hold on. I'm doing it. Okay. 10, 20, 21, 2, 3. Okay, so mm, I still don't think I counted it right. All right, so yeah, on the 20. Okay, no, that's oh my gosh, 10, 20, 9. So on the 30th. Okay, so I counted wrong the first time anyway. I think I had said on the 29th one. You know what? Because I don't have my glasses on. Let's zoom in. There we go. All right. And now let's count. All right. Because that's supposed to be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29. All right. So on the 30th one is when we start. Okay. Mm, mm. All right. All right. And remember what we said yesterday. What I said yesterday. So what's going to happen is how we change color. So I'm gonna go over it again. I heard my phone. Where is it? There it is. Wow, everybody's doing stuff on the Tuesday. Anyway, all right. So chain one. All right. So let me see something real quick. Let me chain two. Chain two. Hmm. Chain two actually works, but that I skipped the stitch if I did the chain two. So if I don't skip a stitch, it actually. I apologize for the language on this one. Okay, like it's a little that dent right there. with it. Turn it. Hmm. It's still a little dent, but not as much. That's crazy. All right. But let me because I started off with a chain one, so let me keep it at chain one. So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13. It is dark in here, huh? 14. All right, let me stop at 15 real quick. All right. A little better. Just a little bit. All right. 16. Twenty-two, three, 4, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. All right. Oh, let me see something. I think miscounted again. So 1, there's 10, there's 20, 21, 22, 23. All right. Yeah. On the 30th. The 30th stitch. All right. And I said it's 29. So again, on the 29th stitch, all right, we're not going to complete it. What we're going to do is I'm going to have the two. You can see that. Yeah, you see the two, the loops on the hook. I'm going to take one bobbin. Again, I'm sorry for the language. Oh, this song. All right, so then we're going to take it, put it on the hook, and then we're going to pull through to complete the well, it's a good thing I said this is not for kids. So I know some of you can take cussing. All right. All right. So that is 29. And that's 30. This is about to get dumb. I'm just going to let you know. This is about to get dumb. I'm going to have 19 bobbins on one spot. Oh my gosh. This is not going to be fun at all. So, anyway, all right. So, I'm going back to this. All right. So, one. I'm gonna see how this goes by doing the bobbins this way, because what it's gonna do is I can just catch it when I go on to the next rows instead of like carrying it. So of course it goes down. So that should give me some. It should make it a little bit smoother. So by the way, Ti is one of my favorite rappers, but I think it's only because he comes from Atlanta, and I always uh, sorry, and I always give my support to Southern rappers. All right, so I think we're still going to be carrying over the brown because like making bobbins for the brown would have been like tedious. All right, all right. All right. It's actually looking fine except for like this one part right here, but I'm gonna go over it on the next row. All right. Next bobbin. All right, let's see where we at. One, two. So this song and the one before it is honestly it's Wally West and my character. They're in her house listening to music, and these actually only this song, not this song, the one before came on, and they had a little funny moment, and he only mentioned like a line from this song, but I don't know. I just put the whole song in there. Plus, I actually like this song. So, all right, where's the? There we go. All right, so I'm thinking. All right. As you heard, there's a lot of well, not a lot, but there's like that's the second Sam Smith song. All right. Well, as you can see, it's not tangling up because I keep adding the bobbins in. But the problem is I'm gonna have a whole bunch of strings for this, which is fine. I just I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put them. That's all. So I'm trying to. All right. So what I'm gonna do is because this is taking a long time to do, I'm going to stop my stream. I'm going to keep doing this, and I'll probably do another live stream later on. I doubt it, but if I'm in the mood, I'll probably do another live stream in about an hour, and we can continue with this until I get all this stuff secured. So, thanks for joining me for about an hour and a half. Thanks for putting up with me, guys. Um, of course, nobody came in during the actual live, which is fine because I know people are busy and there's other things, and I don't have that big of a excuse me, I don't have that big of a following. I don't have a following. I think I got like 13 subscribers, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys, you know. but I don't have that many people following. Uh, but still, if you watch this like on your free time, like after it's done, that's fine with me. As long as you give me that thumbs up, you know, or not. It. I know that my content and my quality isn't all the best. So, with that being said, like I said, I'm going to finish this up off the live stream, and then I'll probably be back, and we can just go ahead and continue on doing this. So, peace, guys.